we go. Welcome, Ninja Village, to another episode of Chronicles Reviews with us, the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. I'm myself, Xenomorph, Aaron Newt, Miss Cosmic. Game over, man. Game over. Boss.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And we are here to talk about Alien Romulus. And for the uninitiated, Chronicles Reviews, where one or more of us ninjas discuss anything from movies, TV, events, conventions, anything we want to talk about. And like we told y'all, we're talking about Alien Romulus. This is the, 8th movie with Xenomorphs in it?
I don't know.
8th, yes.
I think it's like the Oh shit, look at me with that good ass guess. The 8th movie with Xenomorphs in it, because you got the Alien, you got Prometheus.
You have Aliens 1 through 3, Resurrection,
all of that.
Prometheus and Covenant, the 2 AVPs, and then this one.
Yeah, so there you go. And I don't know if y'all movie theater showed it, but they did show that coming next year, there's going to be a TV show that's going to be on Hulu. So there you go. Well, it's going to be through FXX or FX through on Hulu. So yeah. So there we go. So, but yeah. And to just, before we get into the review, to give an overview of the story, this movie stars, hope I say these people's names correctly. Kaylee Spaney as Rain. You have David Johnson as Andy, Archie Renault as Tyler, Isabella Merced as Kay, Spike Fearn as Bjorn, Eileen Wu as Navarro. And those are your 6. Those are your 6 people that, 5 people in the android that we meet in this movie, and they just people who want to get off that shitty ass planet they own. They on the shitty ass planet owned by Weyland Yutani, and you gotta work your way to get off this planet.
Man,
you gotta put in hours to be allowed to leave, and when they don't have the necessary hours to leave, they're like, hey, there's a spaceship or something up there floating that's gonna crash into an asteroid belt. There's some cryopods on there. We take these cryopods, we go to, I forgot the name of the planet.
Tell them it's spoilers.
And next thing you know, it's like, hey, shit get real when they get to Space Station Romulus. And that's where we at as a movie. We will try not to give too much more story spoilers, but that's pretty much the overview of the movie is don't steal shit. The moral is don't steal shit. Don't steal shit, let alone if there's an abandoned space station just floating about in space, leave it.
Or just work your hours.
Just work your 12K hours.
Work your 12K.
For 6 more years.
Remember, she worked the 12. Remember, she worked the 12K, but they was like, nah, it's been doubled.
It's been doubled.
24.
that glass would have become breakable, like, because Ida went through it.
Here's my question though. So
what's up?
For us old people, right? They keep moving the bar on our retirement. We're not gonna go steal no cryo technology and get shot down. So I mean, we're talking about kids. You got time.
That's true. That's true. Well, at the same time, we're not working the mines either.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
We're not working.
We might have been thinking completely different when we walk in there with that bird one day, just be like, you know what? Like, Lupo and them over there got a nice idea. Let's go see about this shit.
Our ancestors worked hard in the mines and fields.
That is true. That is true.
They always
Look. That's true, but that has been bred out of us. Okay,
we still work hard. We may not be able to work the mines, but those people they're generationally mine workers.
That is true.
You can say they are
generational. I got you.
Generationally fucked. There you go.
Yeah. And you know what's even more fucked up? That seemed like the only job that was there.
Right. It was like, how can I work behind the saying you got more time.
Right.
Where do I apply for that job?
Like, how do I apply for Securitas? Like,
That part.
chef, let me serve you your hardened biscuit and slop. Like,
Can I throw away the androids that don't work good and build me a super android?
Now, speaking of the movie, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if y'all feel the same way. Instant MVP of the movie was Andy. Instant.
Android?
Yep. Instant MVP. Because I'm gonna tell you why. For his character to act the way he acts, because I'm not gonna say the word, but he was pretty much a challenged robot. He was challenged and somewhat defective robot, and there was a scene in the movie where that switch got flipped, and it was like, oh shit, Andy.
No. You don't understand, because through the whole movie, this one here, that one up there, or depending on your screen, wherever she at,
yeah, you
through the whole movie, leaning over to me. Special, ain't he?
But, and if Planet Nico was here, he could call me. I called it. I called what happened with him. So I knew. I was like this.
Look, when that switch flipped for that block of time, it was like, that's a bad man now.
Oh, instantly.
Then, like I said, Andy or David Johnson, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. Instant MVP of that movie.
Yeah.
Instant.
But through the whole time, what I will say about these Alien franchise films, they don't disappoint with the androids. They do not disappoint with the androids. You be like this, okay, we see you, thank you.
Every one of them. Whether it's the science officer from the first movie, I forget what they called him.
I know.
I just remember because he was in this one. Well, his model was in this one.
Spoilers.
And so one of his models was in this one. So, not Bishop. So the science officer from the very first movie, the Bishop model.
Yes, which we see quite a bit in this franchise.
Right. The David model in the Covenant and in Prometheus movies, which he is the saving grace of those movies because they are otherwise.
I always follow through, so I don't even know.
Just anyway, and then Andy.
No, you forgot Winona Ryder's model.
That's right. I forgot she was one. She's not as good as the rest of them, but she's still good. She's still one.
It's Ash.
Ash. Yeah.
Science officer Ash.
I forgot.
All right. So
they do droids right.
More importantly, let's get down to it. What did y'all think about the movie? Now, I'm going to preface this. Before I watched this movie, I watched Aliens, and Alien 3 to kind of,
because he didn't remember.
Okay.
Get the memory jogging. So I haven't watched. I haven't rewatched Resurrection yet.
Okay.
But I did watch 1, 2, and 3 before I saw this movie. So how y'all feeling about the movie? Because I feel like y'all are more, I guess, let me say, versed in it or whatever. But how was y'all feeling about it?
You know, the first 2 movies came out before y'all was born. So
shut up. Okay.
So there's a correction from earlier. There's 9 movies.
Oh, it's 9? Okay.
9 movies.
Which one do we miss?
So there's, in chronological order of when the events happen, there's Prometheus, then Covenant, then Alien, then Romulus, then Aliens, Alien 3, Resurrection, AVP, and then AVP, whatever the sequels.
Requiem. Yeah.
Requiem. So 9 movies.
Okay.
So in terms of all those, in terms of 9 movies, this is easily top 3 for me.
Agreed.
Easily top 3.
I mean,
I will say I will comfortably put it in the third spot. It's in the third spot. It's in the third spot, but it's top 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know how we do. Let's go ahead and give it a rating score, and then we'll get into it a little bit more of why we feel the way we feel.
Boss, if you had to give it a rating,
9 out of 10.
Aranya?
I give it 8.5 face huggers out of
Alright.
8.
So Taiki B and I went to go see this, and the best we can give it is a 6, fam.
That's fine.
We can give it 6 Xenomorphs out of 10. We was not really feeling it. We wasn't. Now, once again, still think it's the third best. Don't get me wrong, but we wasn't really feeling it. I think Taiki B's sentiment, which I almost kind of shared, we can probably do without another Aliens movie. We don't really need.
I feel that way about Prometheus, and
we don't really need any more alien movies.
They could skip those and skip them AVP movies if you ask me. I just want alien content. Give me the Xenomorphs or give me that.
So here's the thing. Who directed the Prey movie?
I forgot, but I know Fede Alvarez wants to do an Aliens.
Wants to co-direct a AVP movie with him. So I would love to see that. He said he would direct half and the other guy can direct the other half. I'm down to see that. But
it's Dan
Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
There you go. So Fede Alvarez and Dan Trachtenberg. Get on that. Let them do it. So this is a 9 for me, and the third best in the franchise behind Alien and Aliens. However you want to put those first 2 movies in whatever order, that's up to you. I love them both equally. Alien is more horror. Aliens is just action horror, and it's an icon for what it is. But this one, unlike the rest of the 6 movies from those 3, aside from those other first 2, has a great setup, great world building, because they let you know, like we talked about, the mining and all that shit. We see the characters' motivations to go up to this ship and try to do what they were doing. It's like, I understand. Now, would I do it? I highly doubt I would, but I understand. Like, so, and then the thing, when shit pops off, and when I'm not gonna spoil it, I'm gonna try not to spoil it. When shit pops off,
the trailer the
trailer shows you a lot.
This kind of spoils it.
Right. The trailer spoils a lot. But when shit pops off, number one, it is not entirely their fault, but they get caught up in it. And at that point, once they get caught up in it, it is all gas, no brakes. It is breakneck from the end to the end.
1,000% their fault.
No.
It was 1,000%.
No.
It's the point where they were breaking and entering into a ship. So anything that proceeded to happen is their fault.
But like he said, in his defense, and I don't defend Boss often, so take this.
I know the motivation.
But the motivation was incredible. And I mean, if you're talking about any movie, that's like saying that if you watch a slavery movie, it's your fault your foot got cut off. Well, look at the circumstance. I'm trying to get to freedom. So at the end of the day, the motivation was just, especially if you look
now, and when I say it's not their fault, they went up there.
Yes.
True. They didn't know about anything, because in this whole franchise, the only people who know about the Xenomorphs are the higher ups in the company, the select stooges they use, and Ripley. That's it. Because everybody else is dead. You understand?
But there's a clear definition, like a separation. There's no middle class anymore. There is, you either at the bottom or you at the very top.
That's it.
At the bottom, you're trying to do a crab mentality. Like, you can't blame them for wanting more for their lives, especially, and I'm not making any spoilers, but especially that one person on the ship. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, now look. Now, here's the plot of the movie, because we can spoil this part, I believe. They went up to the ship just to get equipment. That's it.
I said that they went there to get some cryopods.
Some cryopods. They get to the cryopods because that's very near the entrance.
We're not going to do too much. Let's just say.
Right? No. I'm just saying. They get to the cryopods. They get to their goal. Find out there's not enough fuel to last the whole sleep. Right? They have to go get fuel.
So for context, this planet that they want to go to, it takes 9 years to get there.
9 years. And the pods only have enough for 4.
That's
So-
dedication. 9 years.
9 years is wild.
9 years. I see y'all on the other side.
9 years flying in a ship is wild.
But my knees are not going to work anymore. Like, they're just not.
Look, that is something that the franchise and no sci-fi movie has ever touched on. Cryo sleep, you should be atrophied like a motherfucker.
I mean, don't forget between Alien and Aliens, Ripley was asleep for what they said, 57 years?
Something like that.
And
then 3, it was even longer.
Yeah.
And in Resurrection, it was even longer than that.
Yeah.
So
2 and 3 was back to back. 2 and 3 was back to back. I just watched it.
That's right, because they found the pods and there was an accident.
2 and 3 was back to back.
That's right.
I was calculating. I was like, wait, because
I just watched them. 2 and
there's
3.
something that happens to the pod to wake the people up early. So that's what my brain was going to. And I was like, something happened to the
Yeah, if I remember right, like the lone soldier that survived, what was his name? Hicks. He died he drowned.
That's
drowned.
The cat got sucked out. Newt suffocated.
Yeah.
I think, and there's something bad happened to the cat because he was in the pod too. But
yeah, that was really it. But yeah, so
I thought they was good. You know what I'm saying? Once I get in the pod, I think I'm free.
Like I said, tiny meat.
I will say this. I was watching the other, like I said, I watched the other movie. This right here. And this is gonna sound as graphic as it's gonna sound. The fact that the face huggers deep throat your ass is
exactly.
white.
And that's another thing I love about this movie. Put that alien dick down somebody's throat.
Here's the thing. Right. This is the first movie to show it. None of the others ever showed it. Now, you had to know, like, the only time you found out how it happened is when they fell off and you could see something right there. It's like, how does it? Nah. It just has a mouth there. It didn't show you it put its dong down your throat.
She was deep throated.
Yeah, it was
like
I gotta get my dick to your inside meat to release.
And then it puts its tail around your neck, like, yeah, you like it, don't you? You gonna take this shit like this? Like, come on, man.
Now, as we talk, I'm gonna show images. Just keep talking. Don't let the images distract. Just keep talking.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. Not just because I'm a whore. I'm just saying I enjoyed it because it showed a little more, and it makes you like, I don't want that for me. I don't want that.
No. It's like anytime like the other movies where they put, like, when they had them cocooned in the wall and there was an egg in front of them, it's like, no. Shoot me.
Right.
Burn me. No. This ain't my fate. Get me out of here. No, sir.
I will say this. I don't know how y'all felt, but me personally, I felt one of the things that knocked off points, only having 6 people was a bad mistake for me. Because if you watch the other movies, it was mad people getting fucked up, and only having 6, it was like.
I think the reason that they did the only 6 is because this dives a little deeper into people in general. So you have each story with each person. In any film where you have an excessive amount of people, you're gonna forget lots of those extra people.
Very much so.
Like, who?
Case in point, that first Aliens versus Predator movie. Have not 80% of the people you introduced to die in the first 15 minutes of them getting to that damn pyramid.
So it's annihilating for surviving that.
One of the only ones.
Yeah.
Like, look.
No. She was the only one.
No, I'm just saying, like, they're one of the only people to survive against the Predator. So, like, man, but like, because like you look at that Alien vs. Predator movie, that first one, and Aranya remembers, there's a whole bunch of people in that movie that look like, you look cool, you look all right, I like you, you look fine, you look like each of you look like you have some good story. Tick-tock. They get locked in one room and they all get got. And that's the end you ever see of them. Yeah. That's the last you see of them.
So I feel like this movie actually gives you a little more into it because all the other movies, someone asked me a very specific question in reference to this film. And they was like, does it take place like all the rest of them just on a ship? And I was like, that's a good question. And I like that it doesn't.
Right.
You have more it's more meat to the story. You're getting more into the lore, if you ask me. because you can actually bond with the characters instead of being like, wait, now who is that? Wait, that person sounds like the other person.
This won't give story spoilers because if you've seen the other Alien movies, you basically, and I ain't talking about Alien versus Predator or Prometheus and Covenant. This is more the original 4. Wayland Yutani, they just won't stop.
No.
Nah.
They just will not stop.
No.
They
I told Ronnie.
They are fucking with forces.
I told Ronnie, like,
left alone.
In terms of sci-fi horrible companies to work for, who would you rather work for? Wayland Yutani? Umbrella Corp.
Umbrella.
Wayland Yutani?
Umbrella. Nope.
Wayland Yutani, baby.
I'm not trying to get a dick fucked by some monster and then in the tiny mouth person come out my chest.
Boss, what did I just send you on Instagram? No, what did I just post on Instagram? The Raccoon Diaries be, hey, we just crossbreeded a gorilla with a crocodile. 2 days later, it escaped.
Look, and Ronnie, if you haven't seen this, it's like the umbrella. Like every time in every Resident Evil game, you find a journal entry. We just crossbred a crocodile with a zombie and a gorilla, and Bob is over there poking it with a stick, teasing it. I hope it doesn't break out one day. The next day, it broke out. Damn it!
Okay, look, but here's the thing. In fairness, I would rather be shoulder guy. Boss, who is shoulder guy?
William Birkin.
I'd rather be shoulder guy than to be. I'm not gonna survive the tiny mother with the tiny mouth coming out of my chest in moist. I'm not gonna survive that. I could be shoulder guy.
Here's the thing. In terms of shit, I would rather face as just not even an employee of the company, just as a civilian. I would pray not to meet an army of Xenomorphs.
No.
I would not.
Because the thing is,
no.
When you realize in terms of movie monsters, Xenomorphs are such a cheat code. They're stealthy, they're long, razor sharp tail, they got the tiny mouth, and then the kicker is acid blood.
They're also armored. So unless you got a weapon that pierces that thick ass armor, and then if they get close to you, they can kamikaze behemoth your ass with that blood, and then you just juice on the floor. So, look. So in terms of just everyday shit I would not face, I would rather face zombies.
I would rather face the zombies, but as far as working for the companies, give me Wayland Yutani.
And if I have to work for Wayland Yutani, I'm on the board.
That part.
I'm on the board. Like, I'm making decisions. I ain't in the field. No, sir.
And I got a house full of androids that do my bidding. Right.
I'm not nowhere near this shit. They come to me with a report. Oh, that happened? Well, that's too bad. Send them some cupcakes and the flowers.
Now, I will say this as one, it's not really so much a spoiler. There was one character I was waiting for them to die.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say if it's man or woman, but there was one character I was anticipating that individual's death.
Miss Mullet.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't want the people to. I was anticipating one character's death.
Yes, I was celebrating and doing a rain dance, praying for.
I was anticipating one person's death, but I will say this: I will agree with you on that aspect. It was just something about that movie that just wasn't really sitting right with Taiki and I. Like it was just we don't know if we went in expecting A and got B, but it was just something that just really wasn't just sitting right with us. And
maybe it's because the trailer spoiled a lot of it for you.
And then, of course, we can't spoil it because we could, but we don't want to spoil it. But you know, it was just something about it that we was just like, you know what, it just ain't really rocking with us. And Boss over there sounding like a chest burster gonna bust out of he didn't cough this camera blurry.
Blurry? You all right?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on. There we go.
Do we need to X-ray your back to make sure?
Hey, hold on. Like, look.
That was actually me.
Somebody on TikTok brought up a great point. Somebody was saying like how selfish they were, and somebody made a comment that was like, "You one of them people that would get a face hugger or a zombie bite, and I don't know which is worse at this point, but you would hide the shit."
Exactly.
And I was like, well, damn,
Yep.
wait a
Yep.
minute. Because if you got a chest burster in your chest and then a zombie bite, and you can hide both for a certain time, because depending on which one, how fast they take over you,
Yeah.
people would hide that shit. Like, which would be worse? Look, I don't want to rot. I also don't want shit bursting out my chest.
No, because that's gonna hurt every time they scream a lot. It breaks the ribs.
And you know what's crazy
Look.
though? Like, I love the one thing I can appreciate. I love the cycle of the Xenomorphs. You got the queen who spit out a bunch of face huggers, face fucking human, get
Mhm.
them pregnant, chest burster, 2 minutes later, full-fledged xenomorph. And you just like, well, goddamn, that happened very quickly.
Right. And then they stay moist. I need a backstory on how they stay so moist. They are constantly moist, and it doesn't matter where they are.
It's slurm. Mhm.
Big slurm. Big
No.
Without the worm, they produce their own slurm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
But,
whenever they
yeah,
come out, we rip it.
What they have never explained, what I won't explain,
Uh-huh.
is how you get one xenomorph, which is a warrior xenomorph, which is like what they had, because there was, I'm not gonna say that, but as we both know, and I'm gonna put it in the private chat right quick.
Mm-hmm. Stop assaulting your keyboard.
Oh, okay.
My keyboard just goes clickety clack. So
No,
as
there
we know
wasn't.
this fact,
Right.
how does the xenomorph hive walls get built?
we
Because
can-
when they went in
we can
that
say it.
room,
because you're
and
right.
the
There was
shit,
those-
and the shit was on the walls, how does that get built? Because they have never gone into that in the franchise, and it's always like, that look nasty and
Well,
gross.
Well,
How does that
personally
get
speaking,
built?
Personally speaking, and this is coming from me, I'm better without knowing. Because I'm gonna tell you why I'm better without knowing all of that.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, stay the fuck away.
Mm.
Stay the fuck away. You don't want to be a part of this. Because think about, I don't know how well y'all remember Aliens at the moment.
Oh, I do. Oh,
Okay.
there.
So remember when they landed, remember Ripley, the lieutenant, Paul Reiser's character was all in the ship and everybody went in. The moment they started seeing stuff looking crazy, Ripley was like, get the fuck out. And Lieutenant dude was like, no, keep going. And because once you start to see that shit, how did old buddy say it in that video? Sarge, it is 50 different ways of fucked up around that corner.
Out there.
You think
Look.
I'm gonna go? So personally, I'm better without knowing that stuff because it allures to that thing of I would rather not know, so I know to stay the fuck away.
Mhm.
The thing that's gonna bother me if I know is that I'm gonna go over all of my favorite alien films, right? And I'm gonna be like, when did they have time to build this with the CERN? Like, who was building it? Are there special ones? Like, are they purple? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna ask those kind of questions. And if it doesn't match up, then I'm gonna be frustrated.
Yep.
So for me, like, I don't mind knowing, but you need to be prepared that if you tell me that the aliens produce some kind of slime wall and it's like, you know, then I'm gonna have to apply that to every movie that I've seen that I care about.
Because I remember in Aliens 3, the alien came out the dog.
Right, and that's why there was a speedy one, so that's why it moved faster. Here's the thing, because I'm sure if we just gave it too much thought, we could probably think of where it comes from. So, because like they said, these things don't eat, they don't sleep, so it's probably just lining of their stomach. That's it.
The movie has been out long enough. The one things that I can appreciate about a fully formed xenomorph is that, in the words of that favorite Cajun of ours, "Cool, I'm about to make a name for myself." Them xenomorphs come out. Cool, I'm about to make a name for myself.
First, can I? Oh no, I can't say this.
Wait,
Is
what part?
it a spoiler?
It's like, yeah.
In the new movie? Okay,
Which part? Well, put it in the chat first.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Where it says private chat, yeah. You know, how did Gambit say it? I didn't know my daddy, but I knew I shot out of his
dick straight. Right.
That's how the Xenomorphs come out. I shot out of that chest ready.
Like, and here's the thing: it showed us what we never saw. Also, when it went from chest burster to adult.
Yeah, because they showed that skin on the ground, and it was like, oh no,
that was in the trailer. That was in the trailer.
Okay, so one of the things Aranya is bringing up, when I had said Wayland Yutani don't leave things alone, there's a area in this space station where there are just face huggers in bags, and
frozen.
They get active. And to say there was only one person who got was amazing, by the way.
Because like no. Because like look, because that is an L on the facehuggers part because they had numbers. They had numbers. What, like if you seen the trailer, you seen a brief bit how many. When there was enough of these things to open a door.
Yes.
That is how fucked these people were supposed to be because there was more than 20. But only one person got caught.
I'm about to tell Scoot, I'm about to tell you what I told boss.
What's up?
These kids in that era are built different because one fall and I am not getting up.
Well, you gotta look at it this way. And no offense to any of us, the only girthy person was the chick behind the window.
True.
Everybody else
was missing meals. Everybody else was missing meals.
So my peas ain't never been stellar like that. I'd be weak.
Look, when they said there's something in the water and that boy got tripped,
I would have drowned in the water.
Hold on. I'll give that one character, the one we were talking about earlier. I'll give him this. That boy was swatting them fuckers out the air when they leapt for him.
And fuck him. How about that?
Look, hey, understandable. But he held his own for as long as he did.
But can we talk about how the three of us, we going to get our cryo juices. And I say, they're in the water, how we would feel.
No. See, this is the problem, right? So I guess this is the one thing I can somewhat appreciate about the movie more than anything, and this is really not spoiling. They were normal people.
Yeah.
They wasn't no secret soldiers, or they were normal people. This is the thing, right? The moment we would have got the pods and realized what was happening, I would have just been like, y'all just ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. Like,
actually, I'm gonna put it in. Okay, you know what? When that moment where Andy saved the cousin, when they got on the ship and Andy saved the cousin, because then my curiosity would have been like, we should not be here. And there's a reason why I can't fully say it, and I know these two should know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
There was something found on the ground, and there was something wrong with the ship, and I would have been like, we should not be here, y'all.
My brain wouldn't have let me.
It'd be like, what this just done? We should not be here.
What is this?
And I understand we're goal oriented, and you know, I can even appreciate the analogy you use with the whole we trying to escape the system. Seeing that, we shouldn't be here.
But there is one thing that I do have to say. Part of the reason, because we're talking about also why we gave it what we gave it. Their situational awareness to say that they worked in mines was not good. It wasn't like, you had a couple people in there that was like very aware. Then you had some people that was like, how about, you know, what Scoop was talking about? Nobody did this the whole time. Like when
Here's the thing. I was just about to bring that up because in space shit, if there's a hole in the floor of a ship,
you're not supposed to say it.
It's in the trailer.
Is it?
Look, I think it is.
I think you're making it up.
There's a hole. Look, there's a hole in the wall in the floor.
You know what? Hold on. Guys.
I'm not gonna say much else.
No. We're gonna just do this. See Alien Romulus if you like the Alien franchise. It is worth it. Even though I gave it a strong 6, they gave it a 9 and a 8.5. Aranya?
8.5.
It is still worth seeing. Aranya, you just left.
I know.
Okay. Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, YouTube, Spotify, all that other good stuff. Ninja Village, we want to make y'all proud, all that good stuff. And the reason why I'm fast tracking this, because I'm going to take this 10-second intermission, and after the 10 seconds, we're going to get into it. So if you hear, you're going to get spoiled. Thanks. We'll be back.
Get in the water. Get in the water.
Go ahead and keep serenading us. There's a giant fucking hole that is drilled through the ship with a
all the way
down. With a half an android.
And not one person
nope, we still got to go steal these pods.
No. Scoot, or what Aranya just said. You see that goes all the way down. Nobody goes,
where the fuck did that come from? Like, come on.
Nobody looked up.
You don't
and
have
just see this fucker just hanging there speared like Jesus.
Because I know it's time to fucking go. Hey, no. I would have been from top. My nerves would have been bad because first things first, if you tell me we're going to a decommissioned thing, I'm on red alert.
Well, remember, they said they thought it was a ship.
Right, but I'm just saying.
It's a whole fucking space station.
If it's abandoned in any way, I'm gonna be on high alert because why is it abandoned? That's like us right now going to get on just a regular cruise ship out in the middle of the ocean and ain't nobody on that bitch. My skin's scared. I'm like this. Why ain't nobody on this bitch? What in the ghost ship happened here?
No, see, that's why that movie sucks because there ain't no floating ship out there that is just nobody's ship that I'ma get on. If it ain't at the bottom of the ocean, there ain't shit on there I need.
Never.
So, but back to this movie.
Yes.
So nobody saw this hole where half this fucking droid is just missing. And then nobody saw this and just had the wherewithal to go and see this thing up there cut in half with a spear in its chest. And this one thing took everybody out.
Time to go. Time to fucking go.
And
everybody out.
So one of the things that did kind of confuse me, and I know this was just a me thing, shouldn't it have just been called Romulus and Remus since it was technically both halves of the ship that kind of everything happened? You know, that was just a me thing. But to go on this ship, to see it all go down, and then to just see the destruction. To see the destruction before they even went to the cryopod to see the destruction. Because I'm gonna tell you this. The moment I would have turned that cryopod and my 3 fingers got frozen, mission over.
Yeah.
Mission over. Fuck this mission. I'm out.
I fell from the zero gravity. I'm going back to the ship.
I forgot the zero gravity.
I'm going back to the ship.
No, Scoot. Let me tell you how far we 3 would have got. They'd open that little bladed vent.
Yeah.
That they had to crawl through. That's where our adventure would have ended because that space was too tight for any 3 of us.
And actually, Boss said that during the movie. He was like, none of us would have fit through there. I was like, maybe Nico a little bit, and the shoulders may not have worked. Yeah.
Ain't nobody here. Everybody here in this picture got a belly. Our meat would not have fit through that grinder. We have not have made it.
That's also true too.
Especially in spacesuits, we would not have made it.
Oh.
All right.
So the one question
keep going.
I'm sorry. The one question I did have in reference to this random ship that they have, is it like having a car? What they went up there in?
So I was kind of confused with that too because they seemed like they was the only people with a spaceship.
Right, it wasn't like a parking lot of spaceships, and then it's kind of like, oh, well, y'all can't leave because of. Well, do you have like a thing around my neck where if I try to leave, it's gonna zap me? Because if I have a spaceship, all I have to do is get some fucking cryopods and be out.
Now, I also do want to give a shout out to Robert Bobrozaki. I know I butchered your last name, my boy, but that was the 7'7" thing we saw at the end.
Oh, the cameo from Prometheus.
Sure, whatever. But
yeah, he was the space jockey from the Prometheus movie.
But he's still 7'7".
Mm-hmm.
He's 7'7" in these streets.
A lot of amazing
grace. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, this is a off-color joke, so if I offend anybody, I am so sorry. But my brother, he sent me a thing saying, all these people, but they happen to take the one Latina that gets pregnant. They happen to find the one Latina that's pregnant, huh?
Well,
look here. When she gave birth, and she was like, what do you want me to do? And she's like, get that fucking thing away from me.
Here's my thing, too. So he's 7'7", right?
7'7".
He's not like no-nos and crying and shit, right? So how is it that the facehuggers got like a 12-inch dick and his dick was just the front one?
Well, you got to think, this is the first time, in essence, we seen a crossbreed of a fetus being injected with Xenomorphs.
That's still not fair. I've been fucking people off.
Not really, because it's still like the kid from Resurrection. Very much like the kid from Resurrection.
I haven't watched Resurrection yet, so
you'll get there.
Oh, you will. Who knows it? He is.
Yeah.
Whoa, no.
Wiggle nose.
No. Remember, you're mentioning Resurrection. Timeline-wise, this is before Resurrection.
That is true.
Timeline-wise, this is before Resurrection. Because timeline-wise, this is after Alien.
Boss.
Yeah. Look, that man. I hate that thing with a passion.
Resurrection. Scoot, please tell us. Please.
What?
When you watch Resurrection.
Oh
my God.
I gotta figure out when. I might this weekend, depending on how things go. But like I said, it was just something. Heike and I it's just something that just wasn't clicking with us. That it was just I don't know. But
by the way,
there was moments
at the end when she was dangling by the cord. I said, "You see that iceberg Titanic? Would have took my whole leg off."
I told her at that point, I would have tried to climb back up. I'd be like, "Ship, go! I'll just be out here."
This is the problem. This is the problem with me, though. This is the problem with me. Me knowing me and the way things go, I wouldn't have made it that far. I would not have been a final person.
First of all, I can't shoot on walk that and stuff. You know how I'm special. I can't do that. I'll be like, and I'm getting.
I wouldn't have made it that far. I would have legitimately been one of those people who I would have been like the cousin who got snatched up who got bled on by the alien and burst, or I would have been the ex-boyfriend. I would have been one of them too.
I would have probably been on the ship. I'd have been like. Cause I can't.
I'd have did it like Lethal Company. I'd have been watching the monitors, like, hey, you're just. Hey, there's something in there with y'all. Like I see it hunting y'all. It's in there with you.
Look.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite moments in the movie was where after David got the Weyland-Yutani chip implanted, and it was like, hey, you gotta finish the mission though, homeboy. And he took off full Fred sprinting after the cousin and old girl. I was like, that's a Negro running after y'all.
No. Like, what I whispered to Aranya was when they were trying to close the door on him, and he was like, you see me right here, fam. I'm coming. I'm right here with you. Like, look.
That's what's wrong. Y'all was used to bullying him because he was a special needs android. Now he not. And you playing games. He's an android. He's strong.
And not only that, just like let me get man's name correctly again. Hold on.
David Johnson.
Just like what Tyler was saying to Bjorn. How the fuck you gonna leave us, fam?
That part.
like him and old girl tried to leave everybody. Like I understand, but how you gonna do that shit?
Right, y'all came up here together. These your people. So when you go back, then what? That's some bullshit. I was like, oh, this what we do. Cool.
Now, I will say this. I don't give. Let's just say we was able to make it past that. Your boy would have got when they was trying to do a stealthy mission, hence the name Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, through all the goddamn face huggers.
Farted.
And then here go. He answering the phone like, look,
and talking loud.
And then next thing you know, Andy was like, run. And then look, Andy closed that door and he was like, hey, looks like I guessed correctly. You could have left him. I didn't, did I? I was like,
look, but did you die?
But did you die though? Boss would have been.
Did you die?
Boss, you know you would have been sweating. It was too much stress.
But look, they done put the temperature at 96.8. I'd have been in there just.
No. The moment he was in there was like, are you sure this is the only way through? This is where my adventure ends.
Yeah, I can't.
If that's the only way through, my adventure ends here.
I'm definitely gonna fart. My ankle's gonna get weak, and they gonna come for me.
One of them, I'd have been walking through there, made it halfway. One of the things would have crawled up next to me, and I'm like, ah! And that's it for everybody, because I'd have swung at it, knocked some shit over. Then I'm like, damn it, boss, look, I'm safe. Did y'all make it? Look, you didn't see what happened.
I have never seen them hunt like that though.
No.
Like, that was
awesome. You gotta think. You gotta remember, when it comes to a face hugger, their whole mission is I gotta get something pregnant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they was looking for the hoes.
How many times can a face hugger get a person pregnant?
One.
I think it's one.
So they die like this?
Yep.
Ew. That's sad.
But it was the fact that it had deep-throated old girl.
Like,
I was like, wait.
Let's not even just talk about that part. When it tried to get the X, and it was like, give me your mouth, son.
Yeah.
And it was dribbling on his lip, and he was like, no.
What in the inside is happening here? No.
That face hugger was like, damn your consent, boy. Give me your mouth.
He's like,
you sure got a pretty mouth then.
He like,
it would be
your
ashamed
inside
if somebody,
the mouth skin look real nice.
If somebody were to fuck it.
Ew, I think I've seen that one already on the channel. You understand?
Look, every time a face hugger sees somebody, that deliverance banjo starts to play.
Nah, boss. I like you.
Like shit.
And I want you. You gonna do this the easy way or the hard way? The choice is y'all.
And here's the thing. Most of the time, it's the easy way because they cocooned in a wall and they can't move.
True.
When it's the hard way, when they run and they gotta fight.
I'm sorry. I understand that's my sister and all, but if I'm going to rescue my sister and she in a bukkake cocoon, she's staying in it.
That's where she lives now.
She's staying in that bukkake cocoon.
Let's take it a step further. If I see my sister through the glass and I'm like, oh no, my sister's in the glass. What's that behind her? She's dead to us now.
And then
I'm gonna throw it back.
Hold on. To expound on that, David made all the sense in the world. Why open the door when the thing can kill us all?
Look, make complete sense. I'm gonna throw it back. Aliens, when Newt went through that grate and was in that water, so sad.
She gone.
Amazing.
She gone.
She lasted that long.
You got me fucked up. Listen, I can rescue you from fire ants. I cannot rescue you from no xenomorph at all. No, I'm sorry. Don't make stupid decisions. I'm cool. Like, I don't. And the girl, the Latina, you know, she was taking a nap and shit. You was in the right place, but the ship got fucked. I enjoyed that scene.
Oh, how the ship is all whirligig.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
We can say they got lucky because that shit was barreling and knocked open a fuel container. Like that went into an airlock and crash landed with no severe damage.
Upside
Like,
down.
they got lucky with that ship.
Like I said, had I fell out the door, I would still be laying there when they found me because there ain't no way that I'm finna get up.
Let's talk about old buddy that fell onto his back off of that 15-foot ladder. Let's talk about how I would not have got up. The rest of my movie time would have been spent at the bottom of it.
I would have had to have a radio.
Okay. Since we hadn't got there, let's just say for shits and giggles, I was able to survive most of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say, even if I made it to the point to where I was playing third-person shooter with the aliens, my thinking wouldn't have been shoot the gun to lower myself down so I don't get splashed by acid blood. I would have just been like,
I would have panicked.
This is where your boy go.
I would have panicked. I'm like too. When she did that, I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Because in my thought, I was like, what are you gonna do, bitch?
Like I told boss, how the fuck did you learn that playing them Atari ass games?
We saw the games they were playing, Scoop.
See, that was one of the things that kind of upset it Tyke and I, because we was like, she just learned how to use this fucking gun 20 minutes ago.
Not that.
And
we talking about the video games they played.
Yeah.
That
little on rails, like you know, Tiger Electronic type handheld games.
It was.
I'm playing Defender in the year 3490.
I told boss, I said, what is that? I was like, that's what we got to look forward to in the future.
No.
I'm confused.
No.
But
I'm like, what the hell happened? Nintendo, get your shit together. Cause something wrong. Something happened. Like, damn it.
It was a lot of stuff there that I wouldn't have made it through. The elevator thing.
The problem is, okay, since we in the spoiler, and let's really talk. I love y'all, and I understand the conditions we in. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what y'all can truly say to me that will get me on that ship in the first place.
True.
Because y'all are like, hey, we went up there, we saw something there, we realized it's a decommissioned Weyland-Yutani ship. That doesn't sound like something I want to be a part of.
I'll be like, Klingon.
Because I get the risk and reward. I promise I do. I get it, especially in Rain's case, because she thought she had the hours, and old lady was like, nah, fam, it doubled now. See you in about 5-6 years. So I get all of that thinking. But then to be like, hey, but we need Andy though. My brother. You need my brother?
This is what I didn't like was that they set her up like that.
Yeah, y'all don't even like him.
Right.
And then
went out of yourself in the trash.
What's his name? Oh, bitch ass Bjorn. He's mad because a synthetic made a decision to get his mom killed, so now he's mad at all synthetics. Fuck you and your mama. Yeah, I said it.
That is true. Like, that's very racist of you to be mad at all the synthetics because he was trying to save everybody else. You'll be all right. That other boy's mama died at a tick. And
then you got Dad Joe King. He trying to lighten the mood. Once again, that's why I say he's the MVP of the movie, because to see how he acted to when he got that chip implanted, then to go back to it.
Yeah, he did a good job. He acted his ass off. We looked him up to see if we had seen him in anything else.
Oh, I've been. There's a series I watched called Murder Is Easy. He's the star in that show. Amazing.
Amazing. Okay, that's what I thought. He looked familiar, and I was like, has he been in one of them little British shows? But I couldn't remember.
Yep.
And I was like, huh. But he looked familiar to me.
All right, I am on his acting credits.
Yep. Murder Is Easy.
Murder Is Easy. A short called Prey. Actually, really and truly, Murder Is Easy is pretty much the only thing that Murder Is Easy in a show called Industry. But he hasn't been in much. Like he broke into acting around 2017.
I don't know what it was that I saw him on, but I know that I've seen him before. And I was like, I know I've seen him before, but you know, my memory is, I forgot the trailer. So there's that.
But overall, like I said, I just wish I felt more connected with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoyed it because it felt more relatable, in my opinion. Because
now I will give you that part.
I'm never gonna be Ripley and them. I'm not stealth and awesome and skinny.
Well, remember, Ripley was regular as fuck too.
No. She was a trained scientist.
She was a scientist, yes. But when it came down to it, she didn't know what the fuck she was getting into.
I'm not things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These kids are just kids.
Because remember, the only reason she really became a badass in 2 was because in between when she got rescued, she started working at the docks. Had it not been the fact that she was working at the docks, Ripley would have been just as regular.
Yeah, but I'm saying there would be no reason for someone like me. I wouldn't be picked to be on no ship. You see what I'm saying? But these are just kids that their circumstance drives them to try to do something different. Everybody got a different reason. And I felt like that was super relatable. And then on top of that, you don't have one of the, $1 million androids. You got the one they threw in the trash. You went dumpster diving. They got it.
You got the one that the dad kind of fixed up and kind of said, hey, do what's best for Rain.
And I love that. Like, I love that. That was very that seems reasonable. You know what I'm saying? This one of all of them seemed more closer to home than anything because they didn't all take place all on the ship. And again, like I said, I know Prometheus was somewhere. I kept falling asleep. Everybody
don't nobody ever talk about that one.
Nobody yourself or not. No, we don't talk about that one.
Nobody talks about Prometheus.
We don't talk about Bruno, gotcha. So I just felt like this movie was way more relatable and people could, if they saw this movie before they saw any of the others, it would make them a little curious and interested. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch Alien.
Well, I mean, those movies came out for y'all. I've seen them a million times.
Okay, Alien came out before I was born. I don't know about Aliens.
It was. Aliens was before you were born too.
Shut up, okay?
Oh, the anger.
Shut up.
You see his anger showing?
Right.
My anger's not showing. Research.
Oh,
Aliens came out in '86. Well, when in '80? Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was in my mama's stomach then. Okay, how about that?
Again, I was in school. Okay, I was in school.
Nobody cares.
So
birthday girl.
But therefore, I love the first 2 the most because I remember
everybody I think does in all honesty.
Yep.
And I mean, when 3 was cool, and I know how Boss feels, but I don't mind Resurrection. I know Boss is like this, and that's fine. But I don't mind Resurrection.
Resurrection had some of the dumbest people in it until Prometheus came. And now Prometheus holds that title because everybody in that movie.
I feel like I gotta watch Prometheus again because I think I put that movie completely out my mind.
Everybody in that movie was
Michael Fassbender in it?
Yeah.
He was.
Okay.
He's the droid.
Yeah, he's the droid that went evil just like how Ash did.
I don't know. The budget was big for Prometheus, wasn't it?
Yes, because it was like because remember, if you don't remember, Prometheus, they were very tight-lipped to say that it was an alien prequel. They they didn't want to say that it had anything to do with Alien until you saw the movie, and at the end when the alien bust out the chest, then it was like the
Deacon Morph, as it was called.
So
which the lore behind that is it turned itself into a mountain. It is just stupid.
Just leave me alone, you know? I'm not into it. But I don't like those two. But the others, I don't really care about Alien versus Predator. I'm sorry. I said what I said.
Me and Scoot saw the second one in the theater.
I mean,
and we're laughing
against that tree. I'm just saying.
Damn near, like, look, we were laughing throughout. When the kid got face hugged and his chest burst, when old girl that looked like the final girl of this movie got hit with that fucking Predator boomerang and got pinned against the wall.
We was like, damn.
Like, shit.
I'm not the biggest Predator fan. I know Armand just caught on fire. Remember me saying that, but I'm not the biggest Predator fan. I'm more of an Alien girly. So give me Xenomorphs all day. Predator, no, I'm cool.
I mean, Prey, I can watch something like Prey all day.
Prey was good.
Yeah,
That's why I agree with Boss. Like but I need you to give me something with that. Like give me some more backstory to these Xenomorphs. Then, so at least identify which ones are which, like y'all did for me with the comic books and stuff.
Yeah.
At least identify that. So it's like, oh, because I could have swore in maybe AVP that somebody said that, or one of the movies, that somebody said the reason that the aliens put it in the human chest is because that makes the best. Y'all don't act like you don't know what this means.
Tiny mouth?
Yeah, it makes the best, those kind. Because they're not all queens. Yeah, they're not all queens. What are they?
No, they're warriors.
Okay,
so
they're
classified as warriors. So anybody that has seen the movies, the one from Alien 3 is the Speedy. It's the only one in the franchise. It's the fast, very quick, because the Xenomorph, whatever chest it bursts out, it takes on the characteristics of that creature. So it burst out the chest of a Rottweiler. So it was very fast. It was animalistic and all that. The warriors, most of the ones you've seen, are burst out of the chest of humans. So they're kind of bigger. They're a little bit stronger, a little bit more lethal.
Aren't they smarter? Aren't they a little smarter? I swear somebody.
They're a little bit smarter than the one from 3. They're just a little bit smarter because that's what they're basically meant to do. They're meant to hunt, bring shit back for the queen. You only ever see one queen because there's only supposed to be one queen in an area. If there's more than one, then they're under, because I told Aranya this, in the comics, if there's more than one queen in an area, then they're under the control of a red queen. And that's some shit you don't want to run into. And then there's the kings, which are they were genetically altered for war. They're strong as shit, but super stupid.
Sound about right. Oh.
So, like they're slightly bigger than the queen, but super stupid. And if I remember right, the one time they appeared in the comic, a queen killed it because she was fed up with its antics. But
damn.
And then there's a queen beyond the red queen that's like 3 stories tall. We're not getting into that. But then there's the Praetorians, which are the bigger Xenomorphs than the hunters and the hunters and the warriors. If you've seen these are like the ones from Alien Isolation. They're a lot bigger, lot stronger, lot deadlier, but a lot more rare. So
I don't need anything more deadly than a regular one.
I don't need any of them. Like I don't need to see an egg. I don't need to see none of them.
Where are the special ones? They don't have no special ones that I can actually live past. One that got a little bitty face hugger with a little dick, so it don't really work good. Like something.
Like he got a micro slong, just like a micro penis face hugger. Like he try to stick it, he can't get through the lips. It's like, damn it, hey, like this is all I got. It's cold. It's cold everywhere in space, sir.
And you not even moist. Get out of here. Don't totally wrap around your neck and just kind of partially. That's
his tail a little short. It don't go the whole way around. It just goes like right around here. And you just like massages your neck. Just like, yo, yeah. Yeah, get that right there. Hold on.
Put you in a cage and keep you as a pet. I'm gonna be Leon.
And then he gonna be in there like, oh.
There you go. Alien Romulus, the newest in the Alien franchise. I mean, we just gave y'all a good hour talking about this. So, any closing remarks y'all have to say before we close this out?
I'll say this. That AVP movie that Fayday proposed to Trachtenberg, I hope y'all come together and do that, because y'all directed 2 damn good movies. I would love to see AVP done right. I would love to see that an actual good AVP movie, like with less stupid people. Just, I would love to see something good. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But they coming for Scoop.
Oh. Close
The
your
power
mouth.
out.
Take your mouth out. Take your mouth.
Cover your mouth, Scoop.
I'm good.
You hear Skinner? Need to run.
I'm good.
I
I'm good.
to sit down once this one is streaming and watch them in the order up till Resurrection. I'm not watching nothing after, and I'm not watching Prometheus and them either. I'm just talking about those
Well, they're on Hulu / Disney Plus. So.
Well, I'm just saying when this one comes out,
I'm telling you, all the others are on Hulu / Disney Plus. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one makes its way the same way.
Yeah, I want to watch them all back to back and just be like, legs don't even work because I just been sitting there all day like.
All right, well there you have it. Alien Romulus. Check it out. Theaters. Preferably see it in IMAX. You know what I'm saying? Get the full experience. Mm-hmm. But whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, preferably thumbs up. Like, comment, share. In the comments, let us know what you thought about Alien Romulus. You know, whether you loved it, hate it, let us know. After you do all of that, you got to subscribe. After you subscribe, you got to hit that notification bell so you can be notified for CCRs, Boss Reacts, Ninja Banters, LTSN Cafes, and what else we post on our channel. This podcast is also on your favorite podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, other places. It's out there. We are Googleable, as Lip Dizzle like to say. We Googleable. The Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, all one big word. We Googleable. And until next time, we just trying to make the Ninja Village proud. Hey, stay out of space. And if you see these coming at you, don't let it deep throat.
Close your mouth.
Right. Me and Scoop grew up with Toonami. And I know Tom used to say space is the place. It ain't. Stay the fuck out of it.
Because then next thing you know, in about 1 hour business time, just wow.
Well, I hope a queen come out this chest, damn it.
And with that said, we out. We out.
I know she gonna be bigger and it's gonna hurt more, right?
We out. Peace.